has been going for like 10 days. He has a investment property in North Carolina, so he's been working on the house. They, renovated and gutted it out so he could stay to like project manage. And I really, really miss him. And so I'm going to probably surprise him. So follow me. But first, I'm gonna go to Charlotte, hang out with my little cousin. She's having an event, so this just happened to be knocking two birds out with one stone. I'm gonna hang out with her for a little bit, and then he's like an hour and a half away from her, and then I'm gonna go and follow me. All right, guys, I'm about an hour away, and I kind of think that he knows I'm up to something. Because he called me twice, and I was still in the car within the last 2 hours, and I was just like, oh, I just been running errands all day, being Snow. Say hey, Bubba. Say hey, Snow. So I will keep us updated, and I'll see you in a bit.
Hey guys, so I'm in Charlotte. I'm with my cousin. Say hey, Day Day. Hey. Who would have believed that I would still be at my cousin's house? So guess what? Y'all saw my stories. You see my love story panning out on TikTok. Who would have ever thought that I pop up on my boyfriend and his wife answers the door? What? Yeah. He has a whole wife. He's been married. She said they celebrated 7 years. Yeah. And this man's still texting me right now. He couldn't come outside. This woman was like, I was wondering. She said, I was wondering who was born in your phone. She was blaming me, said that I knew. This man has lived a double life for 5 months. We've been together. A double life. This man has pretended to love me and to court me. And we just came back from Vegas. Y'all saw the trip we was laughing and joking about. And I'm so happy that I waited for so many things. And I feel sorry for her because she's stuck with him. I'm gone. But it's just another lesson. But who would ever thought? Why me? I'm in shock. I was so happy. I was
just down dog.
Tapping on the love of supposedly love of my life. Like, be careful out here, women. These men are terrorists. Be careful out here and pray for me, please.
These men sure are terrorists out here. I'd say that for sure. Listen, hey guys, and welcome to Dark Arts Podcast. Today, we're reporting from Dark Arts section of the YouTube. Listen, you may remember me from such videos as He Played You. You may remember me from such videos as He Gonna Break Your Heart. You may remember me from such videos as Snakes on a Plane. You may remember me from such videos as Don't Have Sex Before Marriage. You may remember me from such videos as How to Break and Enter into Relationships. Today, we have a special video. Yes, it's on TikTok. And it went viral some months back again. And I've been meaning to do this video for a very long time. And I didn't get round to doing it. But we're here now. And I thought to myself, why not do it right now? Now, when you first watch this video, there's a few more videos I'm going to show you guys. And then we're going to get into conversation. But when you first watch it, your first thought is going to be, well, he definitely played her. And, you know, she has no accountability on her part. But I looked a bit deeper and I went a little bit deeper with the particular videos and I listened 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 again. And as I listened, I said, there's something in the waters. There's something there. And I want to let you know, listen, when it comes to relationships, there is no fail-safe. There's no perfect way to stop someone from playing you. But I want to be very honest with you. The men in this world are no better than this person right here who come in to try and break into your house. They're always looking for weak spots and looking for weak points in your house and your security. We're always looking for it, whether it's mental, whether it's emotional, whether you're hypersexual, whether you just want money, whatever the weakness is, these men are always looking to exploit and rob from you. So We're gonna play a little bit more of this video from TikTok. But if you're new to the channel, do me a massive favor. If you're joining from Dark Arts or Little Black Book, like it, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notification of uploads. And this thing is hot. I can't lie to you. I'm struggling to breathe up in here. Tell you now for sure. I don't know how do you not do this, bro? How do you guys rob houses in these ski masks, bro? Because honestly, I cannot breathe. I cannot breathe in this mask. But we're gonna do what we gotta do, all right? So we're gonna break it all the way down for you guys. We're gonna give you a few videos. Like, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notification of the uploads. We appreciate you guys. Stay locked, stay loaded. All right, cool. I am your investigator today. Call me Dark Arts. All right, I appreciate it. Let's get into these videos. Let's break it down, okay? All right, we're gonna watch the next video. Let's see.
Hey guys, I just got home and
It's hard to drink in this, I'll tell you that.
as you see, I'm still having on the clothes that I had on. I took a shower and just came straight home. So no, I didn't, but it's so many layers to this story.
Yes,
and it's so much that I'm not a person that is TikTok is like my outlet. I don't really share. Like I've never posted him on my Instagram. I always felt like I'm not posting. Instagram is like where I have I'm an artist. So I have a lot of my fans, a lot of people that have been following me for years on my Instagram. So I don't post them on there. I literally only post them on TikTok. Like my TikTok, I don't like let, it's not my name. It's just even though, anyway, I have so many, this is not me. And it's crazy. My cousin was like, look, your video is like getting so many views. And I'm like, I don't care about that. It was a vulnerable moment. And it was an actual moment where I'm living this.
I want to pause this first and foremost. Why did we need to know that this video is getting so many views? Just an observation. I'm not trying to shoot her. Just wondering why she felt the need to tell us that her cousin told her that the video is getting really loads of views. Because at first when I was watching, I said, is she playing us? Is she pretending? Is she lying? Is this acting? But apparently she's a musician, so I don't know. I don't know if this is actually fake or not. But I was asking the question, why was the views important? Just wondering. You know what I mean? Like, if this is a sad story, why are you concerned about the views that are coming on? I'm just wondering. You know what I mean? I just want to know. That's all.
This is real life happening right now. So it's many questions. There's a lot of questions.
Yes,
I have a lot of answers to give. I probably have to do part 1, part 2, part 3. This is probably a whole series.
You're gonna need a whole series.
This is motivation to focus on myself and to focus on the things that I need to focus on, which I was already doing, minding my own business before this man came into my life. And for those people saying, oh, it's only been 5 months. Yes, it's only been 5 months. But this man chased me for a year. I have known him more than the 5 months. This man chased me and courted me and tried to get with me for a year. And
let's pause it right there. Let's write that down in our investigation. So he's been chasing you, okay, for a year, but y'all only been dating for 5 months. I want to know what happened to the rest of the 7. For the rest of the 7 months, what was happening? So he was courting you. I'll go back to that. Don't worry, because we definitely need to pay attention to that, I think.
And I was doing the healing. And I finally decided to give him a chance.
I can't see nothing in these glasses. Hold on, pause a minute. She just said she was doing some healing in this moment. She was doing healing at this moment and gave him a chance. I just want to give him a chance. Y'all got to pay attention. This is an investigation. Y'all got to pay attention because this is how you miss the important clues of what's happening here. Okay, your investigator here is going to help you solve the crime. Okay, all right.
I can't say one thing besides communication that started lacking in the last month when he started renovating that house in North Carolina. So the pop-up was like everybody's saying, like, you knew there's a reason why you popped up. Yes, it was my intuition that I definitely was ignoring in that day. And the crazy thing is that day, even though I was popping up, like, I gotta tell y'all the story. Like, it's when I tell you this is a real Tyler Perry episode, Tyler Perry movie, y'all gonna be like,
tell us this.
I'm numb. I drove. I don't even know how I got to my grandmother's house. I don't even know how I got home right now. So I want to tell y'all the story. I'm gonna try to get some of it out tonight. But if I don't and I stop and finish later, Give me time. This is
Okay.
my real fucking life.
I hear you, sis. It is your real life. I just want to just hold it. Let's pause it there. Hold on. Just I want to make it smaller. Just so can we? Is there a way to? There is. I just want to go back to. There's a part I want to play. I just want to just get back to it. Hold on.
Anyway, I have so many. This is not me, you know. And it's crazy. My cousin was like, "Look, your video is like getting so many views," and I'm like, so it's many questions. There's a lot of questions.
Can't breathe in this
I
stuff.
have a lot of answers to give. Is on myself and to focus on the things that I need to focus on, which I was already doing, minding my own business before this man came into my life. And for those people saying, "Oh, it's only been 5 months," yes, it's only been 5 months. But this man chased me for a year. I have known him more than the 5 months. This man chased me and courted me and tried to get with me for a year. And
Wait, hold on. We need to pause it right there because the wording here is confusing. Was he courting you for 12 months? Or was he chasing you for 12 months? We need to understand that investigation. You see, I don't just break into people's houses just like that. I don't break into people's relationships and break people's hearts just like that. No, 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 no. We study and we take our time. So what was he doing? So wait, hold on a minute. 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 So you're telling me that he was courting you or was he chasing you? Which one? This is very important because courting is both of you involved. Chasing is you running, him chasing after you. Just like when the police chase me, I start running. You know what I'm saying? Nino, I start running. You get what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying here? Okay, you understand what I'm saying here, right? Yeah. So we need to understand that wording so carefully because if you do miss it, you see that people won't take accountability for the actions. And you want to blame us as men. Listen, I'm not going to lie to us. Us men can be trash. But from one man who's played the game before, I want to be able to highlight some of these things. I didn't just break into a house. I saw there was a window open or a back door was open. There's some things that were left unguarded that gave me some access way to break in hearts. Just wondered. Just let's play it again one more time. Just
focus on the things that I need to focus on, which I was already doing, minding my own business before this man came into my life. And for those people saying, "Oh, it's only been 5 months," yes, it's only been 5 months. But this man chased me for a year. I have known him more than the 5 months. This man chased me.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. You hear what she said? She said he chased for a year, baby. When they chase you for a year, which means there was 7 months out of the 12 because he chased for a year, but 5 months you've been dating. Those 7 months he was chasing you. I keep telling y'all to stop trying to date these guys that chase you and you don't give them a chance. Huh? Okay. Right? I'm trying to ask the question. I'm trying to ask the question why for 7 months he was chasing you. That's my question. No, because if he's chasing you for 7 months, you are very much aware of his intentions. He's not your friend. So anybody who wants to say that, he's not her friend, because if he's been chasing you for 7 months, he's not your friend. No one can chase you for 7 months and be your friend at the same time. We're doing one or the other. Either I'm chasing you, I'm your friend. Which one is it? Right? So if somebody's chasing you, it means you're running. Okay? So for 7 months out of the 12, okay, 1 point. You're even saying 1.5. Okay, Love Angel's even saying it's not even the way I'm saying it. It's chase for a year and relationship for 5 months. That's even worse. That's even worse. So what was happening? Let's say either one, 7 months, 12 months doesn't. It's still bad. What was happening in that time that he was chasing you and you weren't giving him a chance? You were healing. Had you finished the healing? You were supposed to be on job. You're supposed to complete your training. You're supposed to stay in the healing phase. And this man came in and interrupted your healing phase and you gave in. Don't blame him. He can come and do whatever he wants, but you were training. You were training on how to keep the padlocks closed in your house. You trained how to close every window and every door. Okay? You trained how to make sure that everywhere in your house was covered and guarded. But you didn't finish your training. And because you didn't finish your training, there was a door that was left open that you didn't realize was left open. And then the brother came in. I'm not trying to, it's not about blaming. It's more about, let's make sure that we don't end up in this situation again. Okay? That's what we're trying to say. Okay? All right? That's what we're trying to say. Yeah? We have to start getting to a place where we start taking accountability for our own actions. Look, When someone wants to play you, they are looking for weaknesses in you. And if you are meant to be healing, you are not meant to be in the dating phase. Some of you will blame the other party, not look at yourself. You are supposed to be healing. You're not supposed to be on a pitch. Like we say, sit on the bench and heal. Why do we say that? Because you're not supposed to be on the pitch. And if you're on the pitch, you're more harm than you are good to you and to the other opponent. He's been chasing you for 7 to 12 months. In that time, you know yourself. You know yourself. Just saying. Let's get back into the investigation, okay? Now I can't breathe, okay? But don't worry about that, guys, okay?
And courted me and tried to get with me for a year. And
okay, you're right. You were right. So he tried to court her for a year. See, that's the confusion right there. He tried to court you for a year. Which one is it, sis? Which one is it? There's a reason why I'm asking this question. Because if we don't figure it out, we're going to misrepresent what your position was. Was he chasing you or was he courting you? Now, if he's courting you, you're heavily involved in the process. Okay? If he's courting you, you are heavily involved in the process. It's a thing. This is what we're doing. But if he's chasing you, you're not trying to be involved because you're trying to say, no, I don't want the relationship. But he's chasing you. Do you see why it's confusion? You see, it almost sounds as if she can see the comments and doesn't want to look bad that she got played, or so I say not got short played, but rather that don't look for excuses to blame me. You know what I mean? It's all him. But baby, we need to know what position you were in. I know it hurts. I've been there myself. I got played myself. I've been played. I've been robbed before. You understand? And I had to look at myself and ask myself the question, why did I get played? Why did I get done dirty? What was within myself that the person was trying to get? What did they see in me that they thought they could do this to me? Right? This is not a marriage of 10 years and you guys have been together. At that point, it's a different story. Y'all together, you're 10 years in a relationship or 5 years in a relationship. That's completely different. But we're talking about a situation now where are you chasing or you're courting? The two are completely different, and it's very important to establish. That's all I'm trying to say, you know? Okay, I just want people to understand that, because if you don't take accountability, you'll always look at someone else as the issue, but you don't realize you're participating in the madness as well. So just to finish off her point.
I was doing the healing. And I finally decided to give him a chance. And it was beautiful. I can't say one thing besides communication that started lacking in the last month when he started renovating that house in North Carolina. So the pop-up was like everybody saying like, you knew there's a reason why you popped up. Yes, it was my intuition that I definitely was ignoring.
And let's pause this. Pause it right there. So she went to visit him and her intuition told her something was up. That's why she went to surprise him. Let me tell you something else that's probably a fact that she won't tell us. Your intuition told you from the very beginning too. You ever get that feeling that I'm behind you and I'm creeping up behind you? You ever get that feeling in the nighttime that I'm creeping up behind you and I might just come and grab you? That's what that feeling that you feel like your hairs are standing up. That feeling is usually in the beginning. It's not just in the middle. It's usually in the beginning. You usually feel it in the beginning that this person, something's not quite right with you. You normally get it in the beginning. And that's why I said that if people don't take their time and sit down and analyze their own behavior, they always blame everybody else. I've told you about my own situation. When I got played, I didn't look up. When I got played, you heard my story. I was a fool, boy. I was a fool. But I saw it in the beginning. I saw some red flags in the beginning. I ignored it though. Okay? I ignored it though. You get warning signs. Most oftentimes, unless this guy's a complete narcissist, which doesn't sound like he did because he was loving you, caring for you, and you're going to hear the story. This guy did nothing wrong apart from the fact that he had a family. That's it. But there's nothing narcissistic about it. So he's not that great a player. I'm going to show you where he got you. Okay? I'm going to show you where he got her. Okay? And how many of us get you. You know what I mean? Yeah? We walk past the house. We circle around. We look and see. Today it might not be, but tomorrow you might leave the door ajar. Or you might leave the window unlocked. We're walking past, we look, oh, there's a bit of a pattern here. I've been doing this for 7 months or 12 months, whichever you look at it. I've been chasing you for 7 to 12 months. I'm going to find a weakness. I'm going to find a weakness. I'm going to find a weakness. You're going to let me be there for 7 to 12 months to study you, chasing you the whole entire time. Whew. I can't breathe in this mask. I'll tell you this now for sure.
And that day, and the crazy thing is, that day, even though I was popping up, like, I gotta tell y'all the story. Like, it's when I tell you this is a real Tyler Perry episode, Tyler Perry movie, y'all gonna be like,
it is a Tyler Perry, so I can't tell you.
I drove. I don't even know how I got to my grandmother's house. I don't even know how I got home right now. So I want to tell y'all the story. I'm gonna try to get some of it out tonight. But if I don't and I stop and finish later, give me time. This is my real fucking life.
All right, so next clip, guys. Next clip. This is the perfect little. That was a perfect little beginning as well. Okay, let's get back into a story.
So before I go into all the details, which I don't
Part
know
1, guys. Let's pay attention.
Every single thing, because it's wild. I'll go through the day. So, as y'all saw in the beginning, that was literally the TikTok of me so happy in the beginning because I was going to surprise him. And I literally had even though my gut just missed him, I really just wanted to see him. I was not thinking nothing. So I literally was on my way.
Hold on. Wait a minute. The burglars caught something. Just wait. Hold on a minute. Maybe I'm losing it. I don't know. Does anyone? Did she not say in the very beginning that when the reason why she took her car to drive, she felt a little bit of her intuition kicking in? Did she not say that her intuition was kicking in? And now she's telling us she drove there. She had no intuition. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Maybe I'm going crazy. I just wanna. Maybe I'm bugging. Maybe there's no oxygen in this mask. Hold on.
So before I go into all the details, which I don't know if I even want to share every single thing because it's wild, I'll go through the day. So as y'all saw in the beginning, that was literally the TikTok of me so happy in the beginning because I was going to surprise him. And I literally had even though my gut just missed him, I really just wanted to see him. I was not thinking nothing. So
No. We ain't gonna do that. No, we ain't gonna do that. What we're not gonna do that. We are not gonna do that. We are not gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. Because hold on a minute. Sis, you done told us that your gut was telling you that's why you wanted to go, and now you telling us that you didn't have nothing in your gut. You just missed him and wanted to go, darling. Oh, I had a burp there, baby. You're playing with me. You're beginning to play with me, darling. I don't like this game that you're playing with me. I don't like this game you're playing with me. Was it that your intuition was causing that's why you wanted to go there, or was it not? Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. We're going to find out. I told you, we're going to investigate. We'll take your thumbprint. We'll take a little bit of your blood sample. We're going to investigate and make sure your DNA and it's going to line up. It's going to line up. We're going to line up.
I literally was on my way.
Hold on, trying to play on my. Let me get Anyala in here because you see what she trying to play us. What?
Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
Not on the investigator's watch. No. You ain't gonna do that. That's an inconsistency right there. Okay, that's an inconsistency right there. Let's go on. Come on, baby, bring it home.
Was videotaping me on my way to go see him. So which I didn't see, of course I didn't record, was okay. So the ride there, he kept calling me. So we were on FaceTime and he literally kind of like, listen, I can't lie to him. Our communication as far as talking to each other, we usually tell each other everything. And when I was like driving and he called me the second time, I was still in the car. He was like, "Where you going?" And I was like, "I'm going to see my man." And so basically the pop-up turned into him knowing that I was coming. And the plan was I was going to go to my cousin's house in Charlotte, and his place is an hour and a half away from Charlotte. So of course he was like, "Babe, I don't want you coming all the way to the mountains," because he lived like further up in the mountains in North Carolina. He was like, "In the place is a mess, like all the construction and different stuff because they gutted it out." And he was like, "I don't want you, here." And he said, "I'll meet you in Charlotte and we can go watch the game." And I was like, "Well, my cousin is her friends are having a Super Bowl party," and then found out my other cousin was doing a Super Bowl party. So we said we can go to one of those. So it was planned. So as I'm heading there, he's calling me throughout the day, but he said, "I'm working on the sink." So he's working on the sink. And I was like, "Why are you working on the sink? And you paid these people to do all this work?" So that was first red flag. And so he's like, "No," he said, "because I want to try to get this together because I want you to start coming out here. I want you," he want me to start coming out there. Wow. This thing.
Hold on a minute. So him working on the sink is a red flag. Let me not jump on. Maybe it's her red flag. It makes sense to her.
About everything. I don't even know what to believe. I don't know what's the lie, what's the truth with this man. So anyway, it's probably gonna be another part 2, part 3. So anyway, he's working on the sink. So as I'm getting an hour and a half away, which he's an hour and a half away, I was like, "Won't you?" And he's like, "Well, I'm gonna come so that we can meet there, get there at the same time," because he missing me, I'm missing him. Like when I tell you, this man had the biggest smile on his face, just knowing I was coming. And first he was like, "You're not coming here." When he realized that I really was coming, he was really excited. So I'm like, okay, this turned into a good thing. I'm about to see my baby. I haven't seen him in a couple of like 10 days, almost 2 weeks. And I'm like, this is crazy. We never been apart that long. No matter how much he traveled, no matter how much I travel, we've never been apart that long. So when I get there, I get to my cousin's house, and it's about 4:30, almost 5 o'clock. And I called him, and he was like, he's still at the house working on a sink. But like for part 2. Okay, so before I go into all the details, which I don't know if I even want to share every single thing because this is
So the
wild.
only thing that we got from this particular video part is that her red flag was him doing the sync and paying someone else to do the sync because he's a contract. I mean, if that's the red flag we're really calling out, I'm like, I mean, there should surely, if you look back for it, there's other red flags that would have been more evident than the sync that he's paying someone to do for. But hey, who am I to say anything? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Okay, so I don't know about that, but that's a little bit confusing for me. But this part section, we got to ask some serious questions because, as we heard, she said herself it was her, that there was no intuition as to why she went. She went because she missed him. Okay, okay, I don't know. Okay, there's something not quite right, but hey, yo, let's go.
So part 2. So that was like weird to me, but I was like, well, he really wants to start getting a house together so that I can start coming out there so we don't be apart too long, whatever the case may be. Because he said after he starts getting it done, he'll be back in Atlanta because he has an apartment out in Atlanta too. So he says, and then he would be like visiting me. So I get to my cousin's house. It was like 4 o'clock. And like 4:15, and I called his phone, and he was like, "Babe, I'm almost done." And he was outside, and I thought that was weird that he was outside, and he was like, I'm trying to find this pipe to turn the water off because I done did something.
So just in case you don't understand what's going on, she's retelling the day she went to see him. So the day she went to see him, when she found out he had a whole ass wife, she's retelling the whole story again. So she's giving you the full breakdown now. She's on her way to them and they're talking. She's giving a reenactment of what they've been saying, just in case you missed it. All right.
Something I know messed something up, and I said that's why you should have left it alone. You should have been messing with it. And I'm just laughing and making. I said your girl is an hour and literally 15 minutes away from you, and you were at a sink for something that I'm not even gonna see for a while. Bring your behind. And so he's like, I got you. So he's like, I'll be to you. So he was like, I'm gonna call you back. So then I'm sitting there, I'm talking to my cousin, we laughing, kiki and catching up, and he texts me and he's like, I'll be to you around 7. And so I showed my cousin, we both go 7. It was like, what? Like, I haven't seen you in 10, 11 days. I'm an hour away, hour and 15 minutes away. You worry about a sink that you're supposed to be paying other people to do first. That was weird, really weird. So, mind you, he stopped the pop up, so I was popping up. I literally was at my cousin. I was waiting. So I was like, well, I'm tired. I'm going to take a little nap. I said, he better be here by 7. So at 6, I'm no, 5:39. I can remember, like, I'm going to text messages. He literally texted me. He was like, babe, I got so scared. Something happened, water leaking everywhere. I had to call somebody to come and help. And he's like, please give me a second. I promise I'll be there. So I'm like, excuses is getting weird now. And so I'm like, what's going on? And so I'm shaking because, like, woo, sigh. So that was the last text message at 5:39. So about like 6:30, he's supposed to be there at 7.
To be fair, I think what's happening here is that the reason why he's kind of delaying is that he's obviously at his actual house. He's obviously at the house of the family, and that's why he's delaying coming out. You know, he knows that the wife is there, so you know he's trying to just stall. I'm guessing at that point in time. But let's listen a bit more because I think this, you know, this I don't know. No, I mean, yeah. I mean, the brother didn't think of a good enough excuse when she said she was going to pop up on him. But hey, let's go.
6:30, I called him back to back to back. He did not answer the phone. It's like, what? Why you not answering the phone? Since when you don't answer the phone for me? And now everything is, all the math is mapping up. The times that he fell asleep, the times that his phone died. It's like,
Wait, so he's okay. So he's been so consistent that whenever you call him, he never not answers the phone. But the one time that you surprise up on jump up on him in his time, he's able to answer the phone. I'm just saying we got to pay attention because how is it that this is the one time that it's the only time in 5 months? The one time in 5 months is the only time that he's able not to really pick up the phone call. I think I need you to pay a little bit more closer to the clues, sis. That's what I'm trying to say.
all the stuff, like, the things that you don't pay attention to is all starting to map up. So anyway, you're not answering the phone, so I'm weirded out now. I'm so close. It's not like I'm in Atlanta. I'm right here at this point. Now you're about to get the pop up, like, for part 3. So part 2. So that was like weird to me, but I was like, well,
Let's go.
I have a major headache. I had to stop because I was crying. This is a lot, and I think I'm doing too much trying to get this all out. And as I'm going through it, I realized that I don't have enough closure, and I probably need to give myself a little bit more time. But anyway, part 3, I go through his phone. I look, and 6:30, he's not there yet, and it's not sitting right with me because what right man who's in a good relationship, a happy relationship, and haven't seen his girl in 10, 11 days doesn't come to see them, and they're only an hour and 15 minutes away. So everybody's asking me, like, how did I get the address? Why would I have the address to his house?
I don't know. It just feels a bit weird. Okay, why does she think it was weird that she's an hour and 15 minutes away and he hasn't necessarily come to see her, or he's making excuses not to come and see her? Like, you still an hour and 15 minutes away. Like, I don't think you understand. You're still an hour and 15 minutes away. You ain't close. You were closer than you were before, but you ain't close. So I just need to understand that. Let me just hear it again one more time. Just maybe understand. Maybe I'm not understanding what she's really saying here, and I'm missing the part of the investigation I need to deep into. So she said she had to stop part 2 because she was feeling a bit overwhelmed, which happens. As you're telling your story can be a little bit too much, and I understand that. So let's go, sis. Give it to us again.
All out, and as I'm going through it, I realized that I don't have enough closure, and I probably need to give myself a little bit more time. But anyway, part 3, I go through his phone. I look, and 6:30, he's not there yet, and it's not sitting right with me because what right man who's in a good relationship, a happy relationship, and haven't seen his girl in 10, 11 days doesn't come to see them, and they're only an hour and 15 minutes away. So everybody's asking me, like, how did I get the address? Why would I have the address to his house if that's so-called his wife? I'm asking myself the same thing. I did not have the address. So we have this thing where we share each other's locations. The reason why we share each other's locations is he's always traveling and I'm always traveling. And then since he was in North Carolina, that was a way for us to keep, in contact with each other. No.
So that's one way he built a bit of trust with her and a bit of how do you call it? He built up some points with her. He shared his location with her. Now here's my thing. Was he showing up his location when he was traveling, or did he show it when he was at home? That's my question I'm trying to ask. Was he showing it when he was at home, or was he only showing it when he was on his travels? Just saying, because that makes a big difference, right? But clearly, he obviously shared. I know part of the story, so I know she shared part of his location when he was at home eventually. So let's just go on a little bit more.
We were going to be okay. And so it's so funny because that day he had turned his locations off. So I had definitely saved it. And I could not find the location, but I knew in the vicinity of where he lived. And I had a picture of the house. So mind you, he was building the dream that he's fixing up this house. This is something he's going to rent out, investment property. But of course, before he rent it out, he's going to be staying there. So of course I'm going to be seeing it and coming up there to visit. Until he rents it out or whatever he's going to do with it. So this is something I'm building a life with this man. This man has said he wants to marry me. This man has done soft proposals. This man have looked at rings with me. This man has sold this dream completely, and it wasn't a dream to me. This is a dream. This feels like a dream to me. This doesn't feel like reality. This feels like this doesn't even still feel real. So anyway, I go try to find a location. I can't find a location. So my behind picks up the phone and I find the location from the picture that he sent me.
So at this point, she wanted to surprise him. They've been talking on the way, and then she says she's going to do she wants to do a pop-up on him. I want you to listen to that very carefully. Does this sound like somebody who's in a good state to be in a relationship? I'm only saying that because now we're in a place where, bear in mind, nothing was an issue in a relationship. Nothing. You wanted to surprise him, which is fine. You've been talking. You're still an hour and 15 minutes away. You don't know his location. But you then remember you're trying to find out where his location is to go and pop up on him. Because at this point, he hasn't come to see you. So at this point, he's getting a pop-up. That language doesn't tell me that we're healed, sis. That language tells me we're still in fighting mode. That language tells me there's still some wounds that are there, sis. That tells me that I don't think we're in a good shape to able to discern if this guy really is a good guy, because we're trying to do pop-ups. The first part wasn't a problem. You said you were going to surprise him. But part of you, your intuition was kicking in and telling you something was wrong. Then the extra part, when you get close to there, I don't know if it makes sense. I think you got to grandma's house or cousin's house. You're now an hour and 15 minutes away. He says 7 o'clock. You don't come at 7 o'clock. Now you're choosing to pop up on him. It's telling me that the energy that you're carrying, you're not necessarily healed, sis. That's why you want to pop up on him. You wanted to, part of you was telling you, this is not the correct relationship. Okay? I'm not saying you're bad. I'm just trying to say that maybe there was unhealed. You told us yourself you are not healed. This is going to be very difficult to discern when you're not in that healed place to discern what is right for you. I'm just saying.
House. Don't ask me how I got it. That was all God. That was all my ancestors letting me know. And
this stuff here is all God giving you the location. Sis, no, let's not lie. Okay, you memorized it. Let's not lie. It's not the ancestors. It's not God. You memorized it. Okay, and you try to remember it. It is what it is. Okay, don't put it on God. God didn't reveal it at the moment. You wanted to memorize it. You wanted to remember it, and you remembered it, and it came at the right time. You know him? Okay, cool.
I literally found it down to the number, the block, everything of the house or whatever. But y'all already knew the block. He already told me. He's never hid anything from me. So I never had a question that this man was. I don't even know if he's married. Like, the story gets so deep. So anyway,
I'm confused. Hold on.
This man,
Call that. What?
I don't even know if he's married. Like, the story gets so
No,
deep.
go
He
back. Let's
told
hold on.
me he's never hid anything from me, so I never had a question that this man was.
Pause. This is why I said that something's not quite right. If he's done everything right up until this point, that's why I said to you about listening very carefully. If he's done everything right up until this point, you have no reason to question him. Why was your why is it when you first went, you told us the intuition was kicking in and you felt something in your gut? That's why you wanted to go. You wouldn't have felt something in your gut. Do you see what I'm saying? So if everything was okay, and that's what I'm trying to say to you, everything was not okay. But we try to cover it up with, because we don't want to look at ourselves and our interaction and how we got played. Something else was going on. So what made you want to now start investigating? The reality is something wasn't quite right, yes, but also let's be real. There were other things that were probably happening that you're not paying attention to that happened. He wasn't perfect up to that point. He wasn't perfect up to that point, sis. Okay, because if he gave you no reason to question, you'd have never told us in the very beginning that part of you felt like you had to go and pop up on him. That's the point I'm trying to talk about. Do you see what I'm saying? Right? You know, I know this when I'm not healed, and you get scared that your partner said there's someone, you're like, gotta call them and say, hey, wait, what did you say we were again? What did you say you were again? Because now you want to test it. We've all been there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said about finishing the healing process that she needed to go through, because she won't be able to discern effectively why she's in this situation. She'll still think it's only that men are devils, and don't get it twisted. Some of these men are absolutely trash. But why do they keep finding you? Let's go.
I don't even know if he's married. Like, the story gets so deep. So anyway, this man said that he's not married. This man's still been texting me. This man's still been calling me. I'm so confused. Literally just got off the phone with him. I'm not going back. I'm not. My mother's like, you're gonna go back, and I was like, it's my decision to. I don't know what I'm.
What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you guys? We don't just break into every single house. We look for the houses that have weak points in them. Okay? Listen to what she's saying to you. Even her mum said, you're probably going to go back. No. Let's deep it. How many mums would tell you you're going to go back? How many mums would tell you after you told them a story about that fact you found that your partner has a whole wife, would say to you, I think you're going to go back? Why would your mother say? There's only two reasons why your mom would say that. Either she's a problem, your mom, or she knows you better than you know yourself, and you've got a history of this behavior. Do you see what I'm saying about that? People need to pay attention to the information. This investigation is not closed, people. It's very much open investigation, and we're going to solve this crime. Okay? We're going to solve this crime. Okay? Your dark arts investigator, he going to solve this crime, because you ain't going to get one past us. You ain't going to get past us, and not me and Ayan.
Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
Not on my watch. Okay, let's go back to what she just said. Let's just rewind that, just so we can understand what's going on. Okay, just so we can understand what she was saying.
Off the phone with him. I'm not going back. I'm not. My mother's like, you're gonna go back, and I was like, it's my decision to. I don't know.
Pause. What did she say? It's my decision. What is your decision? You said you're not going back. So what's the toss up here? You said you're not going back. Your mom said you're gonna go back. You said it's my decision. You were trying to wrestle with your mom about this decision. What for? What's there to rest? I'm not saying you're not going to feel some type of way about wanting to go back. That's not what I'm talking about. The mere fact that your mother said it is telling me either she knows your pattern or your mom is the one that's toxic here. We can choose one. Because my mom ain't. Okay, my mom ain't telling me, oh, coach, when a girl cheats on you, you're going back. She's never said that in her entire life. She might say to you, are you thinking about going back? Is that what you want to do? She might ask the question, but to say she confidently can say to me, you're going to go back. My dad will say to me, you're going to go back. That tells me that you have a pattern of behavior that is very similar to this one. This is not the first time. This is not the first time. This is not the first time. Your mama has dealt with this before. It's not the first time. Discernment is key. Okay? Oh, there's the tweets. Hold on. You can't. Okay, so here's what the text says. I know you can't see it, so let me make it bigger. Oh, you still can't see it. I don't know if I'm going to make it bigger because this thing, as soon as you try and make it bigger. Okay, here we go. So I don't know who's in gray. I don't even know who's in gray and who's in blue. So it's a wrap. You're texting me after I found out you're married and your wife pulled a gun on me. Whew, this story is getting deeper. I asked you to give me an explanation. You let me cry in disbelief and drive off. What you think? Why me? He said, I want you. I would come with you right now if you say so. She said, are you married? 7 years? Okay. He said, no, I would. I want you. Do you want me to come or not? I don't know what it said. What does it say? I think she said, call back. She said, call back. He said, I'll call you soon. No.
I have a major headache.
What are our thoughts right now, guys? What are our thoughts right now, guys? What are our thoughts right now? You see, when I told you, you see when I told you, I said, listen, the investigator is going to investigate. And when we investigate, your fingerprints, your DNA, all up in this investigation, we're gonna find you. Okay? We gonna find you. All up in the investigation. Okay? Acting like you ain't part of like you weren't part of the scene of the crime. But you did, sis. You got some problems. Let's go further. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh, here we go.
I woke up this morning thinking that I was going to be feeling better. And I know I am. I'm healed from this. But I woke up this morning angry. People were saying, like, I'm looking at some comments about, oh, he probably just wanted sex. No. In the 5 months we was together, we didn't start having sex until like the 4th and 5th month. When we went to Vegas, I had made him like wait, and then we had just started, like we did something when we went to Vegas. After him waiting, he was a gentleman. This man, he knew that I didn't want to just sleep with him. He knew that I wanted to, like, he felt he.
Hold on. Something's not adding up. I need to listen again, guys. I don't know. I didn't get it. Hold on. Guys, listen with me. Just so we understand what's going on here. I just want to get the timescales correctly because you know me and timescales don't really add up. So she talks about Vegas and finally giving him some after 4 or 5 months. I just want to understand if you heard that as well. So when you listen and you hear it, just let me know because I'm trying to hear it. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to understand what the heck's going on because it's mad confusing. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just trying to understand it fully. Get me? All right, let's go.
People were saying, like, I'm looking at some comments about, oh, he probably just wanted sex. No. In the 5 months we was together, we didn't start having sex until like the 4th and 5th month. When we went to Vegas, I had made him like wait, and then we had just started, like we did something when we went to Vegas. After him waiting, he was a gentleman. This man, he knew that I didn't want to just sleep with him. He knew that I wanted to, like, he knew that I wanted love first. This man carefully loved on me. This man took care of my mom when she was not feeling well, came and cooked for us. This man is not my grandmother. This man has been around my family. This man has been at my shows, supporting me publicly. This man has intertwined his life, himself in my life with intentions of saying I was his future wife. And all the time, he already had that. When I got to that house and she was so angry, she cursed him out. I never talked to him that way. We talked to each other, king and queen. We called each other king and queen every day. That lady was angry. That was 7 years of hurt. When she pulled that gun out on him, and then she pointed it at me, I wasn't even scared. I was so hurt. I was standing outside crying. I stepped back from the porch. I didn't want to be on her porch out of her respect. That lady said that was her house. That lady said those were her two cars. She said this is her shit. This man has lied to me. I don't know what to believe. The man said that he's not married. That man, that's.
Listen, I'm trying to be as real as possible and try and be as. The crying is just doing me a little bit off here. Usually when people are crying, it's just the way she's crying. It almost sounds like she wants to cry. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to hear it, and I'm like, it sounds like she wants to cry, rather than she actually is crying. Do you get what I'm saying? But I don't want to be too harsh on that because people cry in different ways. You see what I'm saying? But it's given I'm trying to cry. Did I just spit on myself? But this is what happens when you don't behave yourself. Look what the investigation is doing to me, guys. I'm even spitting on myself. Do you know what I mean? But it's given that. Do you know what I mean? I mean, there's like a little dousage. Let me just be real. There's a little bit dousing on her eye. A little bit of it. This is just a little dousing there on her eye. Just a little dousing. I need to go back because I just need to hear it because something's not quite right. I don't know. I don't get it.
He felt he knew that I wanted love first. This man carefully loved on me. This man took care of my mom when she was not feeling well, came and cooked for us. This man has met my grandmother. This man has been around my family. This man has been at my shows, supporting me publicly. This man has intertwined his life, himself in my life with intentions of saying I was his future wife. And all the time, he already had that. When I got to that house and she was so angry, she cursed him out. I never talked to him that way. We talked to each other, king and queen. We called each other king and queen every day. That lady was angry. That was 7 years of hurt. When she pulled that gun out on him, and then she pointed it at me, I wasn't even scared. I was so hurt. I was standing outside crying. I stepped back from the porch. I didn't want to be on her porch out of her respect. That lady said that was her house. That lady said those were her two cars. She said this is her shit. This man has lied to me. I don't know what to believe. The man said that he's not married. That man, that lady is probably the mother of all his children, everything. When she pointed the gun at me, it wasn't. I don't even think her anger was towards me, but she did point it at me. But I was so far back. This man wouldn't even come outside. When he came outside, he got in his car and he drove off. He said he drove off to protect me because if he probably would have came to me, she probably would have shot both of us. But he drove off, and I went and I got my car right after that. This lady thought that I was gonna bring people to, like, I'm so angry and hurt. I would never. He can't even touch me with a 10-foot pole. I'm done. I'm done.
Hey, listen, y'all caught it as well. Just I'm just gonna when she tried to compare herself by saying we never talk like that to each other, we call them king and queen. I said, sis, if you don't stop playing, you're making me spit right now. You don't stop playing. I said, I said, man, now, ma'am, I need you to put your hands on the deck, put your hands up. What's this? So I don't know. I'm. Oh, interesting. It's interesting. I haven't got too many thoughts on this just yet, but
I woke up this morning thinking that I was be feeling better, and I know I am. I'm healed from this, but I woke up this morning angry. People were saying like, I'm looking at some comments about, oh, he probably just wanted sex. No.
Oh, we're going back on ourselves. Hold
In the
on.
5 months we was together, we didn't start having sex until like the 4th and 5th month. When we went to Vegas, I had made him like wait, and then we had just started, like we did something when we went to Vegas.
Okay.
Seeing and finding the wedding pictures, it just, I don't know. This man, everything he told me was
this it's giving acting. I can't lie to you. The more I see it, the more it feels like it's acting. But I don't want to,
now. I deleted so many. I got angry the other, like when it first happened. I started deleting some TikToks before I left some of them. So y'all only seeing some of the TikToks. This man has also been at my shows with my friends. I can't do this no more. I'm not gonna this is gonna be my last day. I'm crying. You piece of shit. I really believe like, yo, did he really think that part of me was like, he really was all over my page, and we was living this happy life because he really wanted to start all over with me. But she said they said,
oh no, what did I do? Oh, Jesus is Lord. I went back. Lord have mercy.
Finding the wedding pictures.
Gracious King.
It just,
what have I done? Oh,
this man, everything he told me was a lie.
Guys, I'm so sorry. Hold on. Where are we? Oh my God. Mercies of God. I done lost my place. That's what happens when you mess around too much.
Seeing and finding the wedding pictures.
I just want to see if she's actually crying. Because this cry don't be crying. I can't lie to you.
I can't do this no more. I'm not gonna this is gonna be my last day. I'm crying. You piece of shit. I really believe like, yo, did he really think that
Just one more time.
Look,
I just need to make sure it's real, guys. You don't understand. I'm investigating. I just need to make sure it's real.
I can't do this no more. I'm not gonna this is gonna be my last day. I'm crying. You piece of shit. I really believe like, yo, did he really think that part of me was like, he really was all over my page, and we was living this happy life because he really wanted to start all over with me. But she said they celebrated 7 years. Everything that woman said. I wish I could talk to her. I wish I can, and I don't care anymore. But
okay, so I don't get this. Did this happen in did this get into the? You see, this is the part that's confusing me, right? So she's come back now, and she's telling a story again Okay, into the story again, and I'm questioning. She said, now the wife told her that they just celebrated 7 years, so you knew they were married for 7 years, not necessarily at the beginning, but when you got to the house and she threatened you with a gun. It's the way the story's been told. It's just it's feeling a little bit disjointed. So that's all I'm wondering. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like it's given disjointed. And now my thing is this: if you're breaking down, because this was quite, I think this wasn't too long after the whole situation in the first place. I think it took some. I think it's a few days after the situation actually took place. So this is not weeks or months later. This is like a few days after. So you know, I can understand why she might have felt some type of way. Let's see.
He can't do this to someone else. I'm only doing these posts so I can save another woman from this evil person. I told this man that God didn't play about me. And I guess he didn't. I guess he didn't fear God.
Sis, oh god, sis. That's when at this point I said, wait, what the, what the, huh? Hold on.
I told this man that God didn't play about me. And I guess he didn't. I guess he didn't fear God.
Can I just tell you something? Okay, God don't play about with me either. And when he told me, listen, when the situation happened to me, let me tell you what. I'll just break it out real quick. When God was giving me dreams and telling me the thing that I was seeing, he was only showing me what I already kind of knew. Do you get what I'm saying? Although God was revealing these dreams to me, he was showing me what I already knew about the person. Do you get what I'm saying? What my intuition was already telling me. And because I was ignoring the intuition, I was ignoring what I was seeing in the physical realms, he had to show me in dreams, like, sir, wake up, Kojo. Wake up. Yeah? That's what God was telling me. When he was showing me these dreams, he was trying to tell me, listen, sir. Okay? That's what he's trying to tell you. Wake up. That's what God was telling me. Wake up, Kojo. Okay? Wake up, he told me. Because I was here trying to disbelieve what I was seeing with my own two eyes in front of me, what my girl was doing at the time. I was trying to ignore it. He said, wake up out of your sleep. Sometimes you can wake up from your sleep. So it's not that God don't want to play with nobody. Listen, people gonna do what they're gonna do. Okay, sis? People gonna do what they're gonna do. Oh, why is it silent? Did this part get blocked? I think this part got blocked because she does talk in this. For some reason, I think they blocked that last part of the sound off. Okay.
Well,
My mom just got here. She didn't want me to be alone, so she came. She don't want to be on camera. You guys see me. I'm smiling. I go through my phases throughout today. Today I went through my phases up and down. But I just want to say, TikTok, you guys have been the most healing. I wasn't expecting to go viral. I didn't. And yes, I'm an artist, but I don't want to go viral off of this. I want to go viral off my music. You know what I mean?
Like, dope. We just had a big Bonita experience, and it was beautiful. He was there acting like he was the best man ever. Had Mama fooled, and Mama don't get easily fooled. But it's all good. I pray for his wife. Because she done been through it before. Trust and believe. This ain't the first time he been a sleaze bucket.
Oh, you know how to cuss people out.
And people asking me, like, have I met his family? Yes, I met his kids. Come to find out, so many different lies. He told me all of his kids was by the same woman, his ex-wife. He had he sat here in my kitchen, looked My mother said, I like you because I don't like a liar. That's the first thing she said, which is crazy.
Okay, you looking me in my eyes, you answering all the questions. I said, one thing I can't stand is a liar. He was lying the whole time. Jesus. Had me fooled. Get that man an Oscar.
You need an Oscar, right? And so for everybody that's saying, oh, I'm going to go back to him. Even my mother said it at one point. She hung up the phone like, I raised somebody smarter than that. I wasn't telling him to call me because I wanted to be with him. I just needed answers. It was a shock. I wanted to know. And I got all my answers. This man still told me that he wasn't married. I said, why would that lady say that? He said he called her B and everything. If he did that, and he did that to her, you do that to me. We didn't talk to each other like that. If he ever called a woman a B or something in front of me, I told him, I don't like that. Do not call women B's. He was a different person. He could be a different person with me.
Yeah.
I would never met.
That's it right there. I felt the spirit moving when I heard that voice. I said, yep, that's it right there. You see, what you don't realize is some people, you see, this is what I'm trying to say to y'all. You see, sometimes what leads us into these places, did you hear what she said? He can be different with me. Give me a donut because this case is getting solved. Give me a donut because this case is getting solved. He can be better with you. This is the problem. When we start believing that we're the ish, that we're the reason why they change so much, it's always a dangerous place to be in. Always a dangerous place to be in. Right? I've been there. I know exactly what she's talking about it's a Superman complex. Thinking that you are the person, if they're with me, they're different. Baby, they're not no different when they're with you. They're acting. Okay? Listen, whenever you feel like you're special and you're the cause of why somebody changes their behavior, be very careful. Be very careful. I have to be very careful because as somebody who has a counseling spirit, when I find myself in a place where, they're acting different with me, I say, stop lying to yourself, Kojo. Just because you're asking questions and checking up on them does not mean the behavior is changing with you. All it is that when you are deciding to be a bit more invested in them, they can be a bit more calmer. But the reality is when the pressure hits, they're still going to be the exact same way until they heal. Okay? So I'm not saying that she's bad again. It's not about being bad. It's about checking yourself. Are you in the business of saving people? Okay? Are you in the business of saving people? Okay? Because I'm in that business of saving people and it got me into trouble. Holy Spirit God told me, don't walk past this line and talk to this girl. I said, no, but God, I got it. Hold up. I'm going to handle this. He told me to stop. I didn't stop. I went forward. Okay? Your healing spirit, your loving spirit has to be cared for by protecting it, by making sure that you are going to do your due diligence. Because if you allow that empathic spirit, that loving spirit of yourself that goes forth, it tries to help everybody. If you don't pay attention to your own weakness, which is you can cause yourself delusion by lying to yourself that the other person, I'm saving them. Now it makes sense. We never called each other kings and queens. You gassed yourself up to think that you were changing him. Okay? All right? That's very true, Kim. That's very true. Very, very true, sis.
On his best behavior.
He was on his best
behavior. Because he had to. He had to rise. He had to 10 up. He had to be a 10 up.
He made so many excuses, even down. It was, yes, and people were like, listen, this man, when I first met him, only wore suits.
Well,
my mom just got here.
Part 2. Listen to this, guys.
Man, he even had a whole story about why his mom didn't want to meet me yet. It's because that
Oh,
was,
my Lord.
and he, did you believe that?
I just thought it was just too
Huh?
much stories. I got
About why his mom didn't want to meet me yet. It's because that
Oh,
was,
my
and
Lord.
he, did you believe that?
So he didn't want you to meet his mother. He didn't want you to meet his mum. Okay.
I just thought it was just too much stories. I got sick of the stories.
How is it the mother got sick of the stories? And you telling me from the very beginning that this guy done everything correctly? This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. How is it that your mother got sick of the stories, but you don't get sick of the stories? And that's true, Pam. That's true. That's true.
After a while, I just started looking at him with one eye open.
But you,
And he was too jumpy. Like every time he had to run and go.
but you're
like,
telling me all of this now. But
well, I didn't want to bust your bubble. You know, I had to do my own assessment. You know, because I didn't want you to think you hating and all kind of. You know how young people think. You know, so I wanted you to give your own experience. But I thank God, I think the Most High, because I had.
So hold on. So the mother had an inkling. The mother had an inkling, but didn't want to say anything. Do you know why she won't say anything? And if you listen carefully, what she's saying is, the younger generation, you know how you guys get. What you're trying to say is, because what you really mean is, your daughter don't listen. Okay, that's what you're trying to say. You ain't talking about the generation. You talking about one particular person in that generation. It's your daughter. That's who you mean. Your daughter don't listen. You know how they get? No, we don't know how they get. You're talking about your daughter again. Okay. All right. You know the person in history and the generation is nobody else but your daughter. Okay. All right. You know your daughter don't listen. Okay. You know your daughter don't listen. So you have to get your own assessment and then leave it to the Most High. Do you know why? Because you know yourself. You know your. And listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something that happened. One of my girlfriends, I asked my dad after we broke up. I said, Dad, what did you think of my ex then? Was you cool? He said, you know what? I always thought she was too strong for you. I said, why you tell me then? He said, because you wouldn't have listened to me. And do you know why he knows that? Because he wouldn't have listened to himself. He knows what I'm like. I'm stubborn. And he's stubborn. So he knows if he tells me, ain't gonna listen. Guess whose fault is that? It's my own. It's no one else's. It's my own. He knows very much too that he saw some things before it happened, but when it happened, I asked him, he said, well, I didn't know she was too strong for you, but you know what? I had to let you figure it out. You had to let me figure it out. Why don't you tell me? Because the reality is I would have never listened. It don't matter what he said. I would have done what I would have done because I'm stubborn. Do you get what I'm saying to you? Do you see what I'm saying to you? So after that conversation now, I said to myself, wow, you know what? I ain't never gonna do that again. If I have someone I like, I'm gonna bring him to my dad. Yeah? Because the reality is I can see why he thought I was stubborn. Because because in a situation, I think my very first ever girlfriend, I got annoyed by the way he tried to assess the situation. I was like, Dad, don't assess a situation like that. Don't do that. And he tried to tell me, son, don't get too heavily invested. You're still young. You're only 17. Relax yourself. And I said, I don't want to hear it. So I guess from there he learned, don't interfere. My boy is a man now. Let him learn. Do you understand? So obviously after that, when he's learned himself. But that tells you about the character of the child. Me, I was a problem. I was too stubborn. So even if you tell me, even God himself told me and I didn't listen, how much more you? God himself told me not to go into that relationship and I said, let me handle it. He knows, telling me, I ain't go here. I'm not gonna listen to him. He knows this already. So I didn't sit in the car and be like, oh my God. No, I said, why didn't you tell me? He said, because, I know that you do what you want to do. Right. And that's when I said, from then onwards, I said, I submit. Whenever I have a girlfriend, I'll bring it to you. You can assess first. If it's not right, I'll believe what you're saying. You see, because I had a distrust with my dad. Here's the honest truth. Here's the honest truth that a lot of people are going through right now in the dating phase. Okay. Some of you have a distrust for your mom and your dad. The way that they operate in relationships, the way you've seen them operate, you don't trust it. So when you have your situation, you don't trust their judgment either. This was what it was for me. It's not everybody. This is just me. I didn't trust his judgment. I thought I knew better. I've been raised so independent. I thought I knew better. I thought I got more wisdom than he has. I know I can see it. If I need to see it, I'll see it before it even happens. What you mean? Right? But the point was that God had to teach me a lesson and teach me not only about him, but teach me about how I deal with my father too. That I was ignoring his wisdom because I thought I knew better than him. I was prideful. So now when they tell me, hey, look, just look at the situation, see it differently. I'm like, no, hear that, bro. You haven't got no jurisdiction here. I've seen the way that you guys have moved. You don't have no jurisdiction here. Leave that alone. I had to learn that lesson. And so when I heard him say you're stubborn, I said, oh, okay. You know what? You're right, Dad. Sorry, my bad. I was stubborn. I was wrong. But he had that grace for me because he also knows he's stubborn. Right? Now, I know God told me I shouldn't enter, and I entered anyway. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. We have these warnings, bro. We have these warnings, and you can't blame someone else. You have to look at you. You have to look at you and what you contributed towards that. Let's go.
I had a dream like maybe a month after being down here, back and forth between here and my mom's. And I had a dream with her and with him, with another woman, but I did not to tell Anita.
You didn't tell me.
No, I didn't want to tell you.
I wish you would have.
No, what I did, I asked the Most High if it's so to reveal it to her. I prayed for him, for the Most High, to reveal it to her. If this dream was so, that's what I did.
But he was so, come on, mommy, he was helpful.
God did.
Even when you were sick, he came to cook for you.
Oh, that man took care of me.
Pause. Listen to what you're saying. Listen. Mama had the spiritual awakening in that moment in time, but she couldn't tell her daughter. And I'll tell you why she couldn't tell her daughter. Because there's two things. It's very difficult to tell someone that you had a dream about their partner. That could do too much. Right? That could be doing too much. It can cause there to actually be a situation in a relationship. But the other part is as well, she knows that telling her daughter ain't gonna listen. So telling the reason, if you're saying that you felt he was shifty, that's what you can tell her. Can't tell her the dream. You can tell her that I saw the shiftiness of him and he had too many stories. I don't like it, but I'm gonna support you anyway. That's what we can do. You can say, hey, look, can I be honest with you? Here's my honest assessment. What I'm seeing in the behavior, I don't like it. I see X, Y, and Z. I can't tell you the dream because even if I know the dream to be true, I have to allow you to make this thing happen. I have to allow you to make this situation go. I have to allow you to live through the situation because it's something that's been revealed to me. Do you get it? And although you're my child, you're grown. So I get why she didn't want to tell her all that. Okay, I get it. So she had to use wisdom to say, then you reveal it to her. You know what I mean? That's you know what I mean? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So I have had dreams about people. I don't always tell them. I just say, listen, I can see some behaviors. That guy, my guy. I see some things. I remember my sister was one of her first boyfriends. We got into a massive argument. And I remembered that's how I was. I told her, listen, your boyfriend, he's not good for you. I can see he's not good for you. I said, I know you don't want to hear it, but he's not good for you. I said, he's trash. Get rid of him. Yeah. I just delivered it so bluntly. And she didn't want to hear it. And fair enough, because the way I delivered it, number one. Number two, it's hard to hear that your partner's trash and you're so in love with them. I said, don't worry, you'll come out of it. When you do, you'll see what I'm saying. Now, of course, when she came out of it, she realized he was trash. But the way I delivered the information caused that person to not want to receive it. And that also is a very big thing as well. So, you have to learn how to deliver certain messages. You know what I mean? You have to learn how to deliver certain messages out here. Okay. Oh, crap. That's also okay. If you've got the gift of a prophetic gift, you have to learn how to deliver a message. It's not just deliver it anyhow because you believe you have the prophetic gift. No, you have to take care of the message.
Yeah, I tell you, you had me fooled. He came. I wasn't feeling good when I got down here to Georgia, and Benita wasn't feeling good as well. And this man came and cooked dinner and came back and cooked breakfast. And I mean, he really took care of us.
And pause, sorry.
He kind of warmed.
Just want to pause. Listen to what happened here. Just listen to what happened here. I just noticed it, but I didn't go back. The mom is talking. Listen to this. Hold on.
Georgia, and Benita wasn't feeling good as well. And this man came and so to reveal it to her. I prayed for him, for the Most High, to reveal it to her. If this dream was so, that's what I did.
But he was so, come on, mommy, he was helpful.
And God did.
Even when you were sick, he came to cook for you.
Oh, that man took care of me. I tell you, he had me fooled.
Now, why did she do that to her mom? Did you deep that? Okay, just so you don't understand what's going on. The mother was talking about how I said the Most High should reveal it to my daughter. I had a dream, da 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 da. And what the daughter did was, don't think I'm the only one that got played here. You got played too. Don't forget that he came and went and played you too. Don't forget that. Don't think I'm the only one that got played. That's what she was saying. That's what she was saying. Right? That's what she was saying. Don't think I'm the only one that got played here. No, don't do that. Don't do that. And that's the energy in itself. That's the energy in itself. And when I was like, oh, okay. She's like, Mom, you don't. That's very true, darling. She don't believe her mom at all. She don't believe that. She don't believe her mom at all. She said, no, mommy, don't even try that. Do not try that. You lie. You're a whole fool for that, Mom. Because you know for sure you ain't say nothing to me. So don't try to play me. Okay. Oh, sorry. Carry on.
He came. I wasn't feeling good when I got down here to Georgia, and Benita wasn't feeling good as well. And this man came and cooked dinner and came back and cooked breakfast. And I mean, he really took care of us, and he kind of won my heart with that, But
charming.
Yeah.
So people were like, "Oh, I knew it." Let me tell you, we had. I'm not going to share my text messages and different stuff like that, but we had a like my mother has been in here, seen us watch movies together, and she said it one day. She was like, "I'm happy for y'all." We just seemed happy together. Right. We laughed and joked when it was just me and him. We just was in our own world. Right. Yeah. I really in his head. It's sick. I blocked him on everything. He's probably losing it right now because he's. That's not nice. No, that's not nice.
Yeah, but he didn't care about you.
We did not condone that, but we did not condone nobody.
No,
doing
not at all. Forgive me.
No, that's not nice.
Yeah, but he didn't care about.
What?
I really in his head. It's sick. I blocked him on everything. He's probably losing it right now because he's. That's not nice. No, that's not nice.
Yeah, but he didn't care about you.
We did not condone that, but we did not condone nobody.
No,
doing
not at all. Forgive
but,
me, Lord.
I know you're angry, but no, but
I'm not even really that mad at him. I'm just still in shock myself. Yeah. I'm just like, you really fooled us.
This man, he even had a whole story about why his mom didn't want to meet me yet. Okay. Hey guys, this is day 2 of my healing. Today is so many mixed emotions. I just want to say thank you to TikTok and mostly TikTok. As some of you guys know on TikTok that my video went viral and they posted it on like Baller Alert. Twitter has like 3.5 million views. Someone told me, which is bonkers. Someone just reached out to me and said that they just put it on World Star. Somebody else said that they came from Shade Room. I haven't seen it on there. People so used to like made up stories that some people don't even believe it. This is real life. Today, I have so many mixed emotions. I want to say thank you for the outcry of support that I've been getting. I've been trying to respond. Like, I didn't tell my story just to be out there to expose nobody. He does need to be exposed because I'm trying to save at least one more queen from this man. This man travels. This man is in different states, and he's possibly done this multiple times with different women. So now that everything is starting to pan out, I'm definitely sure that he's like a Twitter swindler or whatever the case may be. I just was blessed to maybe he did fall in love with me. I don't even care about none of those questions right now. It's neither here nor there. My process right now is to focus on me and to focus on.
Y'all hear that little thing? Shit, maybe he did fall in love with me. Listen, she is very desperate for love, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but I think she's definitely desperate for love, and I think this desperation is what caused her to miss some of the key signs of what he was about, because it stopped the cautiousness. Do you get what I'm saying? It stopped the cautiousness, and she took the time that he's been chasing her as an indication that he really wants her. Let this be known to anybody. Somebody chasing you for a year does not mean they actually want you for a year. And let me tell you this now: if I've been chasing you for a year, and I mean chasing, I'm not talking about I checked up on you and said how you doing. I'm not chasing you. Where's my self-respect, please? Where's my self-respect? Okay, where's my self-respect? Because why am I chasing you for a whole year? I got no other chicks, just you. Sure, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So
on how I'm going to move on from this. This is my real life, guys. Let's just be clear too. When I was sending those text messages, that was all in the same day. People saying, "Oh, it's only been 5 months. This man pursued me for a year." Um, so either way, I don't have no. I shouldn't. I'm angry.
wait,
Let's
what?
just be clear too. When I was sending those text messages, that was all in the same day. People saying, "Oh,
Okay,
it's only been 5 months. This man
that's
pursued me
true.
for a year." Um, so
You
oh,
see?
it's only been
Listen,
5 months. This man pursued me for a year.
you see? You see? Yeah, she did it again. She did it again. He pursued me for a whole year, which means you were running. Okay? You were running for a whole year, sis. What you should have done is kept on running. Look, can I be honest with you? I'm not saying that this doesn't work. I am not saying, okay, uh, that people don't really want people. But the thing is, when somebody has self-respect, when someone has good boundaries, when someone has a good value system of themselves, we don't chase for a year. You understand what I'm saying? You using the word chase came after you, wanted you for a year. No, listen, there are women out there that, you know what, I've spoken to, and you know what, they might try and drop it like, Coach has been chasing me for 2-3 years. No, I'm not. Because see, I don't put my energy into things. They can't say that to me because I don't put my energy into things. If I say hello, it's not me chasing you. If I say, oh, what's been going on? That's not me chasing you. Chasing means I've been heavily invested and you have been the opposite direction. That's a completely different ballgame. Someone checking up on you is not someone chasing you. And you remember I told you guys, persistence and consistency are two different things. And the problem that we have in this generation, is we see persistence as consistency. Ladies, his persistence doesn't mean he should be the one for you. Don't just give him because he's been so persistent. I must give him a chance. No. Why has he been persistent for a whole goddamn year? He ain't got no other chicks. He ain't got no other girls. He ain't got no other woman. No one else likes him in a whole year. Oh man.
Um, So either way, I don't have no. I shouldn't. I'm angry today. I'm not crying over this man anymore. Not crying.
I just want to say she's very beautiful, very good looking, very fine. Can't lie to you. She's my kind of type of girl. Can't lie to you. I'm loving the glasses she's got on right now. The decor is always looking good. Baby smile looking all sexy too. I ain't gonna lie to you. She right my kind of alley. Just been on be honest with you. All right, but I'm professional about my investigations, so I'm not gonna intercede with the particular criminal case at this point in time.
Over somebody else's husband. Tired of hearing that remark. This man was my serious boyfriend. From everybody that's been around us, like, I wished I could have a whole series. I wish I could talk on someone's show to tell them everything that went down. He fooled everybody. He was a master manipulator. He fooled me, and I thought that I did have better discernment, but he made me, I fell in love, and I was open to love, and I was vulnerable. You can call me gullible, you can call me whatever you want, but he knew what type of woman he had. He knew that he could share his location with me because I would just make sure that he's safe. And that's the whole reason. And when the story completely, I will try to tell it as much, but y'all got to give me time. I have so many emotions I'm trying to keep up because I did put my life out there for the internet, but I am human. This is real. And yes, she did pull a gun out on him. She was focusing on him and just so happened to point it at me when he got out to leave. And she was like, because my cousin was okay. Hey guys.
Huh?
So I was trying to say, so my cousin was on speakerphone because at this point she's calling me because I'm there and she wants to know where I'm at. And so she's screaming, send me your location, send me your location. And as the lady is pointing at him, who she had every right to point it at him. I don't know what I would do if I was married for 7 years, and I'm pretty sure they was together for longer than that. Thinking about all the stories that he told me, I'm baffled of the lies. Even my mother, we're both over here like, aha, we woke up in the morning, I barely got any sleep last night. I woke up this morning like, Mommy, remember when he said da-da-da? Y'all don't understand what I'm going through. I woke up this morning, I'm in a place where even looking back and we saying, why me? Why not me? I am just another Black woman who is looking for love and that is expecting to be protected by our Black man or our king. I still have that. So even through all of this, I still have hope. There will be one that God sent for me. But he had to shake me up for me to tap into my own strength. So yes, I might be broken on here, but you guys are about to witness the biggest glow up. You guys are about to witness what God had already in store for me. So this is not happenstance. Everything happens for a reason. So yes, y'all could come at me every which way, but let me tell you, I am educated. I have my own business and I work a regular job for a corporation. Okay. I do not have no time. I want my own love. I want my own real thing. And this man knew that and he mirrored that and he knew. And also I've told him multiple times that God didn't play about me. I told him everything, that God does everything and that nothing happens and nothing done in the dark is not going to come to the light. So he played with me. I was his last chance. Like God gave him a last chance to fix whatever issues that he had. And I'm his karma. And it just so happened that I was strong enough when I was breaking and I don't understand what I'm going through. Where I thought that this was going to try to break me. No.
This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. This is the stuff I'm talking about. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. This is the stuff I'm talking about. I was his last chance. I was his karma. All of these words are trying to tell you that you think you're too, I'm not going to say not too special. You spiritualized everything. And this is my issue. I know this because I did it myself. I can tell you 100%. The reason why it's happening to you sometimes is because on a physiological level, you haven't healed. And because you haven't healed, you don't realize that people are seeing the broken you and they're interacting with the broken you, and you're interacting with them with the broken you. And what happens is you meet people who see that broken you, and they take advantage of that broken you. See, sometimes God allows us to go through situations because we need to learn, because our head is too hard. Yeah? Your head is too hard. Your head is very hard. Do you understand what I'm saying? You see me? So because your head is too hard, sometimes you have to learn these lessons. But when you're telling us that you are his karma, you know, this and that, God don't play with me, you're refusing to see where you are in this. You see, sometimes we put all the pressure on God to make us see the opposition, when God is like, well, you need to learn. You need to have wisdom. You need to have knowledge and understanding, so you know how to operate within a relationship. God can give you something and you can spoil it because of the way that you handle it. So you're going to have to learn. You're going to have to learn, sis. We all have to do it. That's how my girl played
this
me.
is not going
I
to
didn't
break
learn.
me. And it's just so it had
It
to
won't
happen
break you,
this
sis.
way.
Amen.
And I'm glad that I shared my story. So let me be the punching bag, because God knew I had the strength to be it. Because I'm going to tell a story for so many different women. The messages, I'm responding to it. I mean, I work a regular job. Tomorrow I'm off. I'm responding to these messages. I'm pouring love into these other women who went through worse than me. So yes, attack me, do whatever y'all gotta do. But this is life. And I fell in love. And my story's gonna be told. So you can watch it or you can click off.
Yeah, it's given I got victim mindset. Just want to be honest with you. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. She's giving me some type of attachment style, because let me tell you this. This is not an avoidant attachment style. Avoidant attachment, we're not coming up on your internet to do this conversation. We're not. Yeah, avoidance are not coming on this conversation to do this conversation. But the reality of it is, look, she should have, here's my thing. First and foremost, she should have waited. Because once you come to tell us on the internet, you haven't healed or even got yourself to a safe place where you can actually tell us a story, okay, about what's happened. You haven't got to a safe place where you can tell us a story and look back at it and be like, you know what? And you can laugh at it. When I tell you my story about what happened to me, I don't cry about it. I'm not sad about it like that. I can tell you guys, we got to laugh, because if you don't laugh, you cry. And I'm not going to cry. I'm going to laugh about it, because the way that girl played me, she did X, Y, and Z. And yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like you needed to be. This story should have not been told at this point in time. Now, it should have been told a little bit later on, when you're much more healed. This is very much giving, no offense to anybody who's out there, anxious avoidance or ambivalent. Those who are ambivalent, this is their behavior. I'm going to be honest with you, because avoidance, we want to avoid the emotions. We're not about to give you an opportunity to do us rough and dirty like this. This is given anxious, ambivalent attachment style. All right. And my story is going to be told. It's giving, I need a validation for my story. And that is in alignment with what ambivalents are. They usually are also indecisive about decisions. I'm telling you, this doesn't give me avoidant. Avoidant would have told you that they themselves are a problem, because they know they were avoiding their emotions. I didn't want to even fall in love. Like the way that avoidance move, this ain't us. Would have told you, listen, hey, look, I'm not saying that we won't get played. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, but we're not going to come on a net and tell you when we're still feeling the emotions, because we can't be in a place where our emotions are moving us left, right, and center. We don't even like talking about emotions. You know what I'm saying? So this is definitely given ambivalent, that straight after the incident, you'd come on TikTok and tell us. Just saying. You know what I mean? Just saying. You get what I'm saying? Yeah? So that's what I'm kind of saying about the situation. The last little bit, because I got to go to another live, but let's go.
Have a blessed day.
I think that's it. I think that was the last of it.
I'll just say, listen, you know what I'm saying? We with my
This
man
is here.
right here, big homie. Tell him who you is one time. I go by the name of Rhino. Some people know me as Ryan. I'm a live sound engineer. I'm here to support you. When it's your man, long-time friend, and I'm proud of you.
Okay, so look, what you think about the music, man? What you think? That's what we here for. What you think about the music?
Man, the music is amazing. You know, her brand Retro, of course. So she brings that feel, that feel from the old school. So I love like Anita Baker and Indy Ari and stuff like that.
That was him interviewing. I think that's the music.
Is that all right?
Hey guys, this is day 3. I'm walking snow.
We will do the rest another time because you know what? It's another day. We'll do part 2 of this. But you know what? I think I've done my job for part 1. Okay, I've done my job for part 1. I've broken it down for you. The investigation, I think we've investigated well enough, and I think we've gone deep enough, and I think we've spoken quite clearly here that you know what? There's some accountability for her to take. Not saying that he isn't a problem. The guy is an absolute problem, but he hasn't done a TikTok, so I can't talk about him. What I'm talking about is her situation, saying, "Hey, sis, I hear you and I feel you, and I know you're going through a lot right now, but just pay attention to what you might have missed so that we don't end up in a situation once again." That's what I'm saying. I am your dark arts investigator. I told you I'm going to help you make sure we go through this particular part and break things down. That's what we're here for. Listen, if you have an investigation you want me to get into, if there's a story out there, if there's some inconsistencies and something happening out there, just message me. Okay, let me know, and we're gonna go right through it. Okay, we'll break it all the way down just like this. Okay, we're gonna do it. All right. So I appreciate you. All right. Have a good night. And for those of you who are sticking around tonight, we've got another live. Okay, we've got another live. We're gonna be talking to you guys about leadership in relationships. So we're gonna hop off on this live and go on to that live. Appreciate you guys. Stay locked, stay loaded. We'll see you again very soon. And just to remind you as well, nothing gets past me because none of my watch.
Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
You saw that, and y'all, I told you straight up what it is. You got me?
You know what I mean?